Hey guys, welcome back to Myth-Busting Tales. Today, we're going to be busting some more myths submitted by you. We have a lot of interesting combat myths lined up for today's episode, so make sure you're relaxed and enjoy. For the first myth of today, by Fossil Monster. They ask, myth, when using a katana handle on any weapon, it will increase the damage dealt. I use katana handles quite a bit, but I've never even thought of this, so I just knew I had to put this one into the video. To test this myth, I've created 3 swords, one with a wooden short handle, one with the metal cool handle, and finally, one with a katana handle. All 3 blades are short swords made from red iron. To begin this test, I've taken each weapon and struck the dummy a total of 10 times per weapon. I only count the hits that produce a white circle, meaning it was an optimal hit. The first weapon we are testing is the wooden handle. After hitting the dummy a total of 10 times, we get an average of 0.13. The second weapon we are going to test is the short metal handle. After hitting the dummy 10 times, we get an average of 0.14. And finally, using our katana handle, we use 2 hands, we get an average of 0.15. To be fair on all of the tests, I also went back and tested each handle using 2 hands. The overall damage of the one-handed test differed, meaning the overall values on the screen now. The wooden short handle with 2 hands on average got 0.16. The metal handle had a 0.16 as well. And finally, the katana handle had a 0.16, meaning this myth is busted. The second myth of today was submitted by Dirty Techno. They asked, myth, the pommel you pick makes a difference to the weapon's damage. Before I read this myth, I didn't even know that you could use a Terabata eye as a pommel, so I knew that this one was going to be fun. To begin, we will be using the statistics from the wooden short-handled red iron sword from the last myth. The first pommel we will be using is the Terabata eye. After hitting the dummy a total of 10 times, we get an average damage of 0.16. The second pommel we used is a circle pommel. Once again, hitting the dummy a total of 10 times gives us an average of 0.16. To keep on from repeating myself, the statistics are as so. The diamond pommel, 0.16. Large square pommel, 0.15. The crystal shard pommel, 0.16. Proving that this myth is confirmed. Having any pommel on a sword will increase its damage, but the damage does not change depending on the pommel. The third myth of today was submitted by Rifter Genesis. They asked, myth, a pickaxe is more effective with air slash than a sword on Terabata. I absolutely loved the idea of this myth. A lot of people don't even know that you could use air slash on a pickaxe, so I just knew I had to test this. To try and remain as fair as possible, I did 3 tests with both weapons, a mithril sword on a short wooden handle, and a mithril pickaxe on a medium wooden handle. The first Terabata took 18 hits with a mithril sword, whereas the third only took 15. The mithril pickaxe, however, only took 11 hits with all 3 Terabatas, making this myth confirmed. The first myth of today was submitted by myself. I've always wondered, is it possible to shoot a worm spit in midair with an arrow? I thought of this myth on my last Started From Scratch episode, where when we was gaining archery XP, I happened to shoot a worm spit and it disappeared. Now to make sure it wasn't a fluke, I decided to try it again. The first thing we will need is a bow and some arrows. Next, we will head over to the dust bowl and get some worms to spawn. As you can see, it does indeed destroy the spit, but what about on crystal worms? Honestly, hitting the shots was incredibly hard as they wouldn't shoot in the exact same spot every time, but with a little patience, I was able to prove that you can indeed shoot a crystal spit out of the air as well, meaning this myth is confirmed. For the 5th myth of today, it was submitted by Outlaw on Discord. They sent me a video showing how they were able to, on the quest version, jump off of the town hall holding on what looked to be like an umbrella and float safely to the ground. After seeing his video, it highly reminded me of Mary Poppins, which made me want to try this myth even more. The materials we are going to need is a long wooden handle, a 4-way craft connector piece, and 4 scythe blades. After crafting the umbrella, we will make our way up to the top of Town Hall, grab a hold of the handle with 2 hands, and after jumping off, no, as you can see, I still died, meaning this myth is busted. Moving on to the 6th myth of today, we have one submitted by Cicero on Discord. They say, myth. Depending on what you make a cauldron, lantern, or a quiver out of, for this myth, I decided to use as a base weight an iron cauldron, an iron lantern, and an iron buckled quiver with red dyed leather. The heavier version will be made out of entirely Valium for the cauldron, lantern, and Valium buckles on the quiver. We're going to at first put the lantern, and then the quiver, and finally the cauldron. And as you can see, I even decided to fill the cauldron up with water to test if it would make a difference. But no, this myth is busted. Now thank you guys so much for watching this video. I apologize for not uploading for this past week. I've been extremely busy and I hurt my back over the weekend. But I'm now back and I'm glad to be. And if you haven't heard it yet, I love you and I'm so proud of you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye! Before this video ends, I would like to announce that we have recently been monetized on YouTube. This means you can now click the join button below the video and gain access to cool perks, such as being able to see my new videos up to 24 hours early, as well as getting a cool emoji drawn by me next to your name in the live stream chat. We also have recently hit our donation goal of $120, meaning we will be doing a 24-hour live stream starting on Sunday, 8 AM EST. Make sure to be there as we will be having tons of fun. I'd also love to give a shout out to our channel members. As of right now, we only have one, and they're named Sir Spamalot. So once again, thank you all, and I will see you guys later.